Hello everyone from Florina, a town in Greece that maybe you've never heard of before. Florina is a town that is in the Western Macedonia region, way up in the far north, up not too far from the border with North Macedonia. The town itself has about 20,000 people, about 30,000 generally in the municipality, but nevertheless it is the main town of the Florina area up here and one of the most well-known cities of Western Macedonia. When I was looking up why it is called Florina and the history of the name Florina, all I could really find was that the original Byzantine name for this town was Chlerinon, which means like green vegetation, and then somewhere along the way it got Latinized, and the Latin word for that would be flora, which you might know, like flora and fauna. So Florina is based off of that, as far as I've been able to find out. When you come to Florina, you can kind of see why, because it is in a mountain area with a lot of green vegetation, and the climate up here is also a bit distinct as well. This is generally the coldest part of Greece here. It's got a sort of mountain forest climate with very cold and snowy winters, and the summers, they get hot here too, but maybe not quite hot in the Mediterranean way like a lot of the rest of Greece does. And I'm up here filming this in the fall, which I think is probably the best time of the year to come here, the most picturesque time of the year to come here, because as you can see behind me, lots of very bright fall colors. I kind of purposely chose to come here now to film this video in the fall with the peak of the fall colors, because it is, I would say, probably the best looking time of the year to come here, because it is up in northern Greece and pretty far up near the border. A lot of people may not have Florina on their radar for travel. So if you're looking for something a little more off the beaten path, you're more of a fan of mountains and forests rather than sea, then this would be a good place to go here. I'm just spending one day here because, like I said, Florina is not a very big place. You can easily explore it in a day. You can walk around it quite easily if you find a place to stay, hotel or apartment to rent anywhere in the city. You basically have the whole city accessible to you on foot, so it's pretty easy to get around. One thing that's distinct here is you have the river that goes through part of the center of the town here. Very nice to walk along here, along the cobblestone street. There are some nice things to do outside of the town here as well. Prespa Lake is actually close to here, which is actually a pretty well-known thing around here, right up near where the borders of Albania, North Macedonia, and Greece meet up. And of course, going on mountain hikes is something that is recommended that you can do around here. There are some small villages that are picturesque around here. As you walk along the river here in Florina, you see so many homes like these back here that look like they have been left behind for decades. And it's kind of interesting because right along here on the river, it's so nice. This could be lined with really nice homes right here in like the best part of the town here, and I'm sure probably back when they were built, maybe that's how it was here, because a lot of them do look like they were the type of homes that the people that were well off back in those days would have had. It's kind of sad to see them like this now, because there's a lot of this here in Florina. A lot of this river area here at least seems to be full of these abandoned houses and buildings. I kind of wonder why. I mean, is it just because of prolonged economic decline, population decline, neglect? Like, I don't know what. I feel like this town really could have more going for it than it does. When you walk around a lot of the rest of the city center of Florina, away from the river, it does look like a fairly typical Greek city. But it's also where I'm gonna go and look for something to eat, because a lot of good restaurants that I've been able to find out about are sort of collected up in this area. Yamas. In a place like this, you have to have some tsiporo to drink.
Ορίστε.
Ευχαριστώ. Αν έρθετε Φλόρινα και θέλετε κάτι τοπικό και ωραίο, να έρθετε εδώ, στον κύριο Nikita.
Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ. Καλό ταξίδι και συγχαρητήρια στο κανάλι.
So that was a really great local meal at a place with a bit of a local flair here in Florina. We'll leave it at that for now for this very short and basic video about Florina. Just a little first overview of this town up here in northern Greece. And I certainly would come back to the region again another time to see some of the other places around Florina aside from the main town itself, because I have heard and have been told here locally as well that some other places around here are worth seeing. But for now, I would like for you all to click the like button on this video. I would like for you all to subscribe if you haven't already. And I would like for you all to stay tuned for some more videos that will be coming up here soon on Global Niko from many places, including some places that are really far away from Greece that I am about to go and film now, just after filming this video here in Florina. But stay tuned in order to see that. So with that, I say take care and travel better.